Well, I'm starting a new project now, and it's one of the bucket list items for woodworkers that like 18th century furniture, and it's the John Townsend 4-shell bureau. This one is a photograph of the one located at Yale, and it's been authenticated as a John Townsend piece, and it's in beautiful condition. What makes this one a little different than others that you'll see around is that there's cross hatching on the shells right here on these three. I'm not sure if there's I don't believe there is cross hatching on this one, but I've got to double check that. So as you can see, it's a mahogany piece, so we've got some mahogany here, and we hope to do it justice. I've got the drawings here on the wall as usual. Lots of drawings, full size there, and some smaller ones here. So I've done a bit of research on it, and we're going to try to make it as close as possible. I'm in the process of sourcing the hardware now. The on backside, the hidden pieces, secondary wood, was chestnut, and you just can't get just chestnut nowadays. They used it as a utilitarian wood because it was so common. So I'm going to use poplar and pine. So that's should be the only difference between what was made then and what we're going to make now. Here's some of the mahogany that I have to make the bureau, and it was part of a 20-inch wide, actually two 20-inch wide, 11-foot long boards, and I had it resawed because it was 12 quarters. So what we have over here is the 1.5 or 1.75 pieces now, and then this is the what I would consider the 4-quarter. Some of it might be 5-quarter inch pieces, but they're 20 inches wide. And what we're going to do is they're already laid out. I don't know that you can see the yellow marks on there, but this is the top, left side, right side, the insides of the knee hole, and the drawer blades are down there, and then there's more drawer blades up on the top. So we'll have a little left. The shells and the drawer fronts will come from the thicker 1.5, 1.75 pieces, but I think the thickest that I need is only 1.25 inches, so we should be in good shape. But these are matched boards of figured mahogany, so it should be a good looking piece. Well, this is the bottom board for the Townsend Bureau, and as you can see, I glued up a couple pieces of poplar here. It's 3/4 thick, and you've got 12 inches, 12.25, I think it is exactly, on either side where the drawers go, and then this is the knee hole, and I cut that out with a handsaw, and we're ready to go here. I don't know if you can see the markings on here, but there's 13/16 for the insides here. There's 2 of those. They'll be dovetailed here, and then I'll put in a dado or groove running front to back for it to sit in, and of course the sides are dovetailed front to back. Well, this is the side of the bureau, and it's about right now it's 20 inches wide by about 30 inches long, and I don't have a joiner or planer that could flatten this, so I've got to use hand tools. And you can see as I've started to plane this, it's getting pretty flat, and all the shavings that you can see there. There's a dip right in there which is the only low point. And I just sharpened the plane iron, so it's cutting pretty good. Well, I've got the bottom laid out here, and I've milled up 2 of the 20-inch wide. This is 18 3/8 now after it's been trimmed to size. Pieces of mahogany, and it's 13/16 of an inch thick. And it, of course, belongs here, dovetailed into the side. So now I've got to lay out the dovetails on the bottom and cut those, and then we'll have the 2 sides. The 2 inner partitions are being glued up right now, so they'll have partial mahogany, because this area is not seen. So I've got about 10 inches of mahogany that will go in the front, and then about 9 inches or thereabouts of poplar in the back.
Opener on the occasion of the 50th birthday celebration for the New York Philharmonic. That was December 7th, 1992.
Well, we're underway here. I've got the bottom cut out, and we've got the 2 sides dovetailed into the bottom, and I've got my trusty story stick here, which goes this way. So it would be about like that. I'll take the feet off of there because it'll be hard to measure, but this is the whole layout for all the drawers and the top drawer, etc. And so the next thing to do is put in the inside panels. So we've got to we'll dovetail it along here, and then put a groove in or a dado in to the back so that it sits down in there real well. And then we'll start to worry about probably the top blade, which runs clear across here to hold it squared out. And then we'll start to worry about the smaller drawer blades that are in the middle there.